What's up, YouTube? For tonight's video, we are doing the Shiny Zygarde redemption. Now, I know I'm a little bit late to this one, but I wasn't able to get it up until today. So what I did is I included some codes in this video for the first people to grab. Now, I will also be giving some more Shiny Zygarde codes away on my Twitter. Make sure you follow me there, PIMPNITE YT, and I'll be giving them a couple of hours after my next video. I've got a Pokemon sweep coming up a little bit later too, so got that one to enjoy. Now, real quick, people, obviously this code is a Wi-Fi event and it's a serial code event for some people. So that's why I'm including codes in this video. So anyway, let's go over this. So like Europe, Australia, those kind of countries, all you got to do is connect to your Wi-Fi now. Goes from the 1st of June to the 22nd. And you can grab your Shiny Zygarde there. Other places like North America, Canada, you have to get yours via a serial code. I know Canada has to go into get EB Games. Anyway, America as well, so it has to get a serial code. So that goes from the 1st to the 24th of June. Now, interesting thing, the American one actually has Land Wrath instead of 1,000 Arrows. That's something interesting too. You can also get this on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Moon, and Sun. So you can get them on all versions too. And let's have a look at this one. Now, I'm going to be actually suggesting some Zygarde movesets in this video too, and there's going to be codes randomly popping up on the screen. I'm not going to tell you where they are. Basically, the first people to get them, that's going to be yours. If you do get a Zygarde code, please let me know in the comment section, and I try and give as many away as I have, right, guys? So just bear that one in mind. Okay, so we've got the 2018 Legends, 1,000 Arrows, Outrage, Extreme Speed, and Dragon Dance. We got a little code. There's the first code. We got a gold bottle cap attached to it too, which is nice. Always nice getting a gold bottle cap. Let's have a look at this stats on the bottom screen here. So I just got to swap my DS around. I had 3 IVs on this one. I probably reset for a better nature. I had Impish on this one. So this one's got Aura Break, so that's pretty good. And we got the usual ribbon there. Now you can break the Zygarde up too to get the other ones, which is nice too. This is obviously it comes as level 100 as well. So there you go. That's what the moves get. Get some pretty good moves as well. Some competitive moves. So that's pretty good. And finally, Zygarde got it shiny. You know, it took like forever. I mean, it's the first bit of love this poor Pokemon has got in a very, very long time. But anyway, I think we should get into doing some movesets for this Pokemon. Okay, so we have a let's get the Snore out of the way first. Let's do a physical set. So we got Dragon Dance on this one, which works really nicely. So that's going to boost its attack and speed. So I'd probably go looking at its speed. You could either opt for Jolly or Adamant. You could go either one. Doesn't really matter. Jolly doesn't really make too much difference, but I'd say you could run Adamant on Jolly. It doesn't really matter. Now, you get on this one, you can give it. You could give it a signature move, but I'd probably give it. I'd say the 1,000 arrows. Oh my god, I stumbled over that one. 1,000 arrows instead, because it's got quite a good little mechanic to it there. Now, it gets extreme speed, which is nice too for a bit of priority. And you do have a dragon type move, so you can probably give it like... it does get outrage. That's another type, or you can give it, if you want to hit fairies, you can give it like an Iron Tail, and you can hit ice as well, so some interesting ones. Now, it gets power construct, so you can turn it into like the perfect form and use the big rest sleep talker with all that massive tank health, so that works rather nicely there. They're usually like the standard sets of the runs. But let's have a look at some more interesting sets. Let's have a look at its special move pool. So we got, I actually run... Oh, the item for the other one, you could run like Lumberry, Life Orb, something like that. Whatever, it'd suit for this one. Let's look at a choice spec set. So we could go on this one. We've got Core Enforcer, or we can go Draco Meteor. I'm just going choice specs on this one. So we'll go Core Enforcer. And we've got, we can go Earth Power. That's not bad. Now we can also go Sludge Wave. There's some other options here like Sludge Wave to hit fairy types, which is cool. You can also have Grass Knot too, hit those Primal Groudons people. But yeah, that's like a special one you could run. Or depending on how tedious you want to go for a Hidden Power, that could also be an option like Hidden Power Ice or something like that. Or Hidden Power, I don't know, like probably Hidden Power Ice would be the best on that. Now you can also go Draco Meteor, that would definitely work, but if you run like a Specs one, you'd probably have to swap it out on the second one. So if you want to be a little bit more conservative and have Core Enforcer so you don't have to swap, that's also an option there too. Okay, so we got that one done. Now, having a look at its You could run Life Orb on it too if you don't want to run choice specs and be locked in. And you could also run like max health, max special attack, assault vest. That would work too, make it very, very bulky. It's actually got quite a nice defensive stat too, which is cool. And it's it's got a nice health stat too. It's very nice. It's sort of just one of those Pokemon that has it's more underwhelming offensive stats. Being like the protector of the earth and stuff. I am still kind of disappointed in that. Anyway, a cool set that I ran, like, was like a physical run. Right? So it had extreme speed. We know they got extreme speed. So what I did, right, is I gave it Silk Scarf as the item, which is going to boost the power of normal type moves. Now I gave it Camouflage. So Camouflage is going to turn it into like a normal type Pokemon. So that's going to be Stab Extreme Speed with a Silk Scarf. So it's going to be pretty strong there, which will be nice. So that's going to make it weak to fighting type moves only. So then you really got to get something that's good against fighting types. You could give it Zen Headbutt. So Extreme Seed, Zen Headbutt. And then you could give it something like Crunch to hit ghost types. And I'd say you could give it something like Earthquake to hit steel types or whatever. So that'd be an interesting set. Or you could give it a signature, 69 arrows or whatever its move is. So you could do whatever you like with that one. Now, there was another set that was really funny that I've used before. It's this, it's like a trapping set, right? It had max health. Oh, that's right. It had Sandstorm. Get this one. It had Sandstorm, Toxic, and I think it had Bind. Sandstorm, Toxic, and Bind. So it'd be taking like 3 lots of damage, and I gave it Rest as well. So it's just a purely trapping set. I'm not sure if you guys remember that video. I also gave it a Chesto Bear as well. So you could just, once you got that up, all 3 of them up, the opponent wasn't lasting for very long. I think it was just, they were down in like 3 turns. It was very, very quick. The bind damage, or you could even give it Binding Band as well for some extra damage, but then again, you're a little bit dead in the water when you go for a rest and you're sleeping for 2 turns. It's quite handy to wake up a little bit quicker. Anyway, it gets some cool other moves. It gets Coil, so you can run like a max health, max special, bulky special defense set. You could give that like, you could even do a Rest, Sleep, Talk, alright? You could go Rest, Sleep, Talk, Coil, and Dragon Tail. You'd be walled completely by Fairy, but if you had any other answers to Fairy, that could definitely work. Or you could just go, Pain Split, Coil, Dragon Tail, that'd be nice, and anything, and you could go Iron Tail, right? That'd hit everything, so that wouldn't be too bad. So Iron Tail, Dragon Tail, Pain Split, and Coil, max health, max special defense. I'd run any special defense thing. You could even run like Sassy or something like that, because you don't really need your speed. But yeah, I'd definitely try and run that, and you could give it Leftovers as the item too, or you could give it Lumberry, whatever you think would be cool on it. But that'd be an interesting set. I like to see too. Now it actually does get block too, so if you don't want to run bind and you fear it missing, you can run block as well. Like it gets some cool moves. And we get Spite too. You don't see Spite being used. Now I'm just going to go down and have a look at what other moves it used. Now, it is to be noted, I did do a perfect Zygarde sweep. Now I ran the Camouflage set, but instead of running Camouflage, I ran Camouflage and Snore, and then I battened past it +6 in special attack and used Snore. So very, very funny. If you haven't seen that one, you should definitely check it out. Now it does get a paralyzing move, which is Glare as well. You might be able to make use of that. You could go like Swagger Glare. And block them in, and then I don't know. You could really annoy the heck out of someone with that move set too. But yeah, it's quite a cool Pokemon. I'm definitely happy that its shiny came out. Right, that's really good. Now, obviously, when you're entering these codes, if you have to be from the regions that have a serial code. If you have a Wi-Fi region, obviously it's not going to work, right? It's just for anyone that is trying to enter these codes. Now, if you are entering these codes and they say they've already been used, that means that they're a one-time code. Once they've been used by a random person who watches this video, that's it. As I said, I'll try and post more on my Twitter feed as I get some more. I've got quite a few coming to me, and anyone that has any spare ones too, please hit me up on Twitter. I give them out to as many people as possible so we can help lots of people out. Sort of like a thing I've been doing for quite a while now. I probably won't be doing a giveaway on this Pokemon because a lot of people can get it. I may do. This depends how many people can't get it. We'll see. But anyway, let's go back to its other moves that I had. Now, I did have Double Team. We're not really going to use that. I'm just going through some of its other moves. Now, it gets Stone Edge, which isn't too bad. There's not much room for Stone Edge on there. yeah, I really like the specials. The spec set works really nice for me. I ran max health, max special attack with modest nature. It took a lot of people off guard, I found, plus fairy type swapping would get hit by a sludge wave, which is pretty, it's pretty surprising because it's normally like a physical one, right? I think that's about it. Or you could another cool one, right? You could go camouflage, but you could have facade instead of extreme speed. Now facade will be hitting very, very, very hard, that's for sure. Like facade, then you could have like crunch on the set. So you could, I don't know, you could give yourself maybe a toxic orb or something like that, or a flame orb with facade, and that would hit very, very hard too. You could go like max. I'd go like jolly nature, like max speed, right? Max speed, max health, and jolly nature, and this. I guess you could, hell, you could Dragon Dance or you could camouflage and then go for the facade. Anyway, that's probably about all the movesets I can think of for Zygarde off the top of my head at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I actually helped a couple of people out. Peace out.